the Bush administration thought there ought to be elections among the Palestinians. And that's how the Hamas got Gaza, right? Now, that's all most people know about the story. But here are the facts. And this is why sequencing is important and systems are important and details matter. The Fatah had been the ruling party for so long among the Palestinians that it had gotten a little long in the tooth, but also the same thing happened in Fatah that happened in the Democratic Party in the South after World War II, because the Republicans were shut out because Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves. And so there were no Republicans who could get elected anything in most parts of the South for decades. So what happened? Both before and after World War II, what happened? Every Democratic Party developed a liberal Democratic Party and a conservative Democratic Party. And so we had an election that looked like a regular election in the Democratic primary. That's what Fatah was used to. And nobody pointed out to them that a lot of Palestinians were upset that they were not delivering the services. They didn't think it was an entirely honest operation. And a lot of people were going to vote for Hamas, not because they wanted terrorist tactics. The Palestinians were the least radical of all the people in the Middle East, but because they thought they might get better service, better government. And the reason that Gaza was won by Hamas has nothing to do with everything that is paralyzing us all there now. They won because Fatah carelessly and foolishly ran both its slates in too many parliamentary seats. Their average vote was 41%, not 51%. That's what they won Gaza with. And a lot of people have forgotten that. So what does that mean? That means that you asked me, should democracy precede growth? Should growth precede democracy or some cultures? But forget about that. If you ever want to go have an election, the details matter. In politics and law, in setting up a constitution, the details matter. How it will work matters. So I'm not sure that President Bush and his administration were wrong in wanting the election. But if we're going to have an election, we should have had an understanding with the people that we were trying to empower with it, because to be sure, we wanted to empower the Fatah government, and particularly the moderates under President Abbas. And then they went out and shot themselves in the foot by running two slates. And all of a sudden, there's a new party in town, you see. To go back to my earlier analogy, the Republican Party is very much alive and well in the South. There's no Democratic Party in any Southern state that would ever permit there to be an election with one Republican against two Democrats. It would be idiotic. That's what happened there. So the details matter.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. We the hood view, you know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench, because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. Probably sitting on the Supreme Court, sitting on a bench, smelling like cocoa butter.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're live.
Yes, we is. What the
Welcome
fuck just went on here?
to Hoodviewpolitics.
Oh, come on. What the hell just happened?
Where we go into a deep, detailed dive
Deep.
in the politics
Deep.
from a hood point of view. I'm Rabbit Jones.
And I'm Tony, the #1 soul brother. And welcome to HVP. That's Hoodview Politics for you hip impaired, if you will. But HVP Friday night live stream. So this rainy Friday night, we want to thank all y'all for coming up in here, and we about to get down to business, if you will.
Most definitely. It's every day we come on, we're gonna say it's a lot to get into,
Because it is.
because one thing about politics, they
Always.
keep you, it's a lot.
Yep.
Any way you look at it, from any angle, it's just so much to fucking take in. You know what I'm saying, dog? It's odd because niggas like us and shit, like we not known for being like a politician as peoples, right? So by us getting into this, I think it's more of a motherfucking voice for people that's not really really heard. You know what I'm saying? People that's talked about but not represented. You know what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying, and I kind of agree with you on that. Because my thing is, the reason I like doing this podcast for real is it's a lot of people out there that don't get into politics because they don't understand politics. And politics is something that you have to take your time with and understand. That's why they so busy trying to get over on us and can get over on a lot of us. But for the ones out there who want to understand it, who need an understanding, got to have an understanding, that's what we're here for, you know, because we've been into this for a long time. We done studied, we done watched, we done seen, we done grasp the lingo. We can read between the lines. We can hear the dog whistles. So for those who out there who want to understand it, and you want to understand it from a level, a street level that we all talk on, this is your place. This is where you come to for that. You know, yes, we use foul language. Yes, we talk more shit than a toilet, but we're going to give it to you the way we know how. Let's say we're your Capitol Hill translators. I say that.
Most definitely. And you know, we have to start off with, guess what? The Trump trials and tribulations.
Yeah.
Now, you say why? Whether you know or not, this is one of the biggest cases in American history. I don't like it, but it's just what it is. A former president, and he actually is the nominee. This is what Republicans gave to America. This is what they represented to America. Trump running through cases that he crying about. He delayed. That's why we here now. But he want to say, "Oh, Democrats wait 7 years to do this to me." What are you talking about, bro? You kept delaying this shit over and over and over, bro. Take your faith. Stop delaying this shit, bro. Now you got the motherfucking Stormy Daniels in the joint talking about some motherfucking gold motherfucking condoms thrown over here, orange turds. We hearing shit now, just what are we doing? Oh my god! Wow,
orange turds.
One thing about the orange turd is we call him Orange Demon on this podcast.
I call him Cheeto Man.
But that orange turd, that's a good one. That's a damn good one right there. Whoever thought that orange turd,
motherfucking Cheeto.
At this point, man, like me and my man been telling y'all, this bitch ass nigga is not going to anybody jail, right?
No, and
and trust me,
can't do it.
His charges going to lead him. If it's anybody else, first of all, he'd be already in jail right now, talking to you from the glass thing y'all be seeing on motherfucking those shows and shit. He'd be talking behind that right now. But being who he is and what the fuck the Republican Party done gave us, they extended him. It's like, okay, you about to get locked up. All right, it's gonna make you our nominee. Like what? You got a convicted. First of all, you got somebody that's been liable and sued for rape. The judge said, and it's like that's what the Republican Party gives America to make choices of. Yep. Y'all gotta remember, it's just only two people at the end, and you're expecting the parties to drill people, the make sure whoever they represent to America will be a good representative, whether they like Republican or Democrat. You feel me?
Right.
Whether they want to do shit this crazy way or not. Whether they want Social Security or not. Is at least a person that represents themselves, America, their fucking family, everybody. With some fucking dignity, bruh. Can we start there? Right now, Republicans just gave us any fucking body. Somebody just convicted of all types of shit, going through court cases. They just don't give a fuck. Just give us, that's who you give people. And make it a 50-50. Everybody know when this motherfucker run is a race, it's 50-50. And Democrats is always in the back because they got to win 6-7 million more than Republicans just to win.
Well, let me see here. The Republicans, look, this is the thing about, this is the way I think about what's going on in the Republican Party. Well, from my point of view, you dumbasses in the Republican Party let somebody in that basically took over the party. Y'all can't get the party back from them. Y'all scared to try to get the party back from them. Oh my God. Half of y'all scared and the other half of y'all chicken. And y'all just letting this dude just basically, look, whether you like it or you don't like it, at one time, the Republican Party stood for something. You might not like what they stood for, but they stood for something. And one of the things that Republicans always stood on, and the Republican Party always stood on, was law and order. You mean to tell me y'all have sunk so far trying to get a win, just trying to get a win. Oh, we want to win so bad, trying to get a win, that the party of law and order will nominate a dude, a candidate that has 90 some damn counts in various indictments on him, who's been found liable for what the judge said was rape, who took sensitive classified documents that he wasn't supposed to and kept them in the bathroom at Mar-a-Lago with all kinds of foreign nationals in and out of the place. So you don't know who's seen this shit. Right. So you don't know, you really don't know. You don't even really know if it's all there, and what's there, you don't know who's seen. So you got a problem there. But yet you are the party of law, or was the party of law and order. You know, when you got a candidate that's a known freak who run around talking about grabbing women by the pussy, and then attack one in a department store. Well, where was that? Oh my God. He's paying off porn stars. The list goes on and on and on. I ain't even got to the Kerr McDougal situation. And the list goes on and on and on and on and on. But y'all have sunk so low as a party. Y'all stand for nothing now. Anything that comes out of your mouth, one time you stood, the Republicans were the main ones. You know, we got to stand with our friends. We got to stand. If our friends go to war, we got their back. We are the shining light on the hill. We the baddest mofos ever. We got the strongest military, and we're going to get strong, and nobody can mess with us. If you mess with our friends, you messing with us. Now, fuck Ukraine. What they doing over there in Gaza? Fuck it. We ain't sending them shit. What happened?
First of all, like you said from the beginning, Republicans let somebody take over their party.
That
That's a
motherfucker take
con man.
over.
He don't care about politics. He don't care about religion. He don't care about motherfucking bread and butter issues. None of that matters to him. He's a con man. Period. Now, every time he come out of his fucking joint, he has a soliloquy. So we're going to hear his soliloquy for today.
Here, Senator Rick Scott, we have other politicians here, we have people, many people in support. The outside of this building is closed down like Fort Knox. Nobody's ever seen. We have so many police down here, New York's finest, and they are New York's finest. They're just told what to do, but they don't have them at Columbia, they don't have them at NYU or any other places. This is like an armed camp down here, and you have nothing to worry about. Believe me. Your problem is from the left, it's not from the right. Big problem from the left. It's from within our country. That's a bigger, in my opinion, a bigger danger than China or Russia. You have it from the outside and you have it from within. From within is a bigger danger to our country, and it's from the left, not from the right. But Rick Scott's here, and he said you can't go after political persecutions. This is a shame. This should not be happening in our country. And Senator Ted Cruz put out a very strong statement about attacking Donald Trump and the American voter. It's an attack on both. This is purely and simply election interference. There is no case. So that's the way it is. But here we sit after 2.5 weeks. And I think you'll see some very revealing things today. And I want to thank my lawyers. They've done a very good job. But I'd rather thank them after it's over as opposed to now, because we don't want them to get carried away. There's no case. Should have never been brought. Alvin Bragg didn't want to bring it. Cy Vance didn't want to bring it, and he didn't. He left. He didn't bring it. Everybody's looked at it. Southern District didn't bring it. Federal elections didn't bring it. It's also a federal case, not a state case, which they're not allowed to do, but these are minor details. So I just want to thank you for being here, and we'll see you later in the year.
All right. My whole thing about this thing is so funny, man. He should get up and say the same shit over and over and over and over. But I give him credit. It's branded. It's like if you say it over and over enough, somewhere people that like him gonna believe the shit he's saying. It's just real simple, bro. It's like he's saying, first of all, he want to tell you that Biden's sleepy. Don't even know where he at. People, he's a puppet. People are moving around. And in the same voice, tell you that he's setting him up. Got him mixed up in this case. So he's smart enough to do that. Mm-hmm. And at the same time, deal with Ukraine, Haiti, Russia. I'm confused, bro. Who is the person they want? Who is Biden then? Is it the same Biden we seeing? Or they talking about a Biden we don't know about, bro? Because it's just not making sense. You can't do both. You feel me? You can't say the motherfucker too old and senile, and in the same breath say he orchestrating the greatest motherfucking joint against Trump that anybody ever can do. Put him through a fucking court case that he did all this shit to, and then blame Biden. Like, this is the oddest shit. Like, how the fuck will Biden have to do what? It's confusing, bro. It's
not confusing.
What the fuck will Biden have to do with all that?
Because he's doing two things. He's trying to do two things at once. All this whining and complaining is like I said a couple weeks ago. His lawyers would be a fool to put him on the stand.
Oh no.
He's not going on the stand.
Oh,
if he goes on the stand, he's going to jail.
He on that way now, though, bro.
He's definitely going to jail. He's definitely going to jail.
When you see it going this way, you want to be the least one to get on stage, on stand, and say, "Oh, let's pump the brakes on this."
You cannot put the dude is too erratic. He crazy. You cannot put.
Hey, fuck it. You
cannot put. If you are a lawyer,
his lawyer's some trash, bro.
What can you do with him?
No bullshit.
No lawyer anywhere. It's
you can't shut him up. The lawyer can't shut him up.
Like, it's the client. If you put Donald Trump on the stand, any lawyer for the prosecution that will know anything about cross-examining him or whatever the fuck will know how to get under his skin. The dude is erratic. He's crazy. You do not know what he will get up there and say. He will send him and 30 other people to jail with him. So you can't do that.
We done seen that.
So he's not. Yeah, he's not going. He's not going on the stand.
I don't know, man.
He comes out every day, and this goes back to what I said before. The jury is not sequestered. Jury goes home or wherever they go every night. They still watch TV, read the newspaper, magazines, or whatever that's covering this shit. So they haven't sequestered the jury. So all this whining, moaning, bitching, that's for the jury. All this shit that I'm throwing Biden up in there, that's for the campaign, and he's talking to his base. That's the only people he can be talking about is his base, because they the only ones that don't see past Trump. So he's trying to keep them happy, and he's keeping them happy and keeping them round up. That's what the fuck he's doing. But because they don't see past Trump, and they don't see past Fox News, Newsmax, and a couple other stations.
But that's the dynamic right there. It's like they tell you that, okay, any news organization that will give you straight news or even some facts, they tell you that nope, that's mainstream, that's some garbage,
that's fake news.
So therefore you only get your news from people that's giving you propaganda or Trump himself. That's the funny shit about this shit, bro. It's like everybody be like, man, I don't listen to that shit. I might listen to Fox here and there and shit. I watch a Trump joint, but that means that's only information you get. That means all that shit is foul,
right?
And that's fucked up, bro.
But he knows, look, the people he's talking to, he knows his audience. His audience, the people that he knows his base. They're not going anywhere further than Fox News, Newsmax. It's a damn. My mind keeps.
That's because they tell you CBS is whatever the fuck they call.
But they believe it.
And CNN is whatever the fuck they call that. They call it all of news organizations is going put the facts up against the bullshit they saying. They don't want their followers or Republicans to even go on those channels.
And they don't.
So they stay on Fox, who is manipulating you the whole time on Fox. I mean, care. 24 hours is like, if you don't know you're being manipulated, that's because you ain't paying attention. Yeah, that's it's something you just watching, and you don't know that everything down the screen is manipulating you. Everybody sitting in them chairs is manipulating you. They not even going off facts. It's the oddest shit, bro. Yeah, it's crazy as shit. A whole station. Like this got sued and got to pay almost $1 billion for lying.
They don't care.
And still doing it. But they doing it slicker now where they won't get fined. Where they just manipulating you. And you know what I'm saying? It's just the wildest shit, bro.
What did we talk about a few weeks ago? The Fox News, Newsmax, and I said it's about 3 or 4 more. 2, 3, 4 more. They are basically the media wing of the Republican Party. They pushes what the GOP, MAGA, or whoever wants them to push. They don't have to go nowhere. They're not going nowhere. It's the same thing I said about arguing back and forth with MAGA people. You're never going to change their mind, and you're never going to make them. They're never going to even think about looking at what's on the other side. They don't care. They mesmerize Trump. And the Trumpites got them mesmerized. They're not going to look at nothing on the other side. All they look, whatever Trump says is correct. That's what they believe, or that's what they want to believe. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about facts. Facts don't matter.
What's going on? Number one. I mean, dang. Hold on. What's going on, Godfather?
Okay.
Number soul brother, Godfather. We got it all on this podcast. You're joining me or something. I don't hear.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Now, how's everybody doing tonight?
That's what's up. And I don't know if you've been paying attention to what we were talking about and shit. Overall, what you think?
I just think that it's not that he have a base, it's just that Confederates just got him leading the way. The Confederates, they believe in what propaganda is overseas, over in Russia and places like that, and they using that to help them try to win this election. Like, look at all the people that Trump surrounding himself by. People that's want to just annihilate all rights, period, in the United States. Their country don't have those rights. So you really got to pay attention to who he surround yourself around. If you surround yourself around every day, you know who you surround yourself around. You know you got bad people around you every day, and you know you got good people around you every day. So look at the people that Trump have by his side. Look at all these foreign countries that he's going to and visiting and having them come to Mar-a-Lago. Look at how they do in their country. Look what's going on in their country. You'll see what's headed to our country.
Oh, that's the funny thing about it is like everything they doing in the Republican Party right now has been really solidified in the rest of the countries like Ukraine. UK, Poland, and all the white, anything else is white out there already established the white ring, a la Trump and Republicans already running those countries. The only country that's left is Biden in their fucking way in the United States. If they can get Trump in, they will solidify the Western, all of it, everybody will be on the same page of being bigoted, racist, and don't give a fuck about any Muslim in any country. They will kill them. So once, I think that's it. And the United States UK is already ran by motherfuckers like Trump. All these countries out there that's dominantly white, the white culture is already ran now, as we speaking, by people like Trump. Period. Is a reason for that. They are scared that they losing grip. And the last person left is Trump. If he can steal this shit like he been trying to steal it all this time, if he can slip this one out, this will be the complete finish. Putin can do what he want. Muslims will be on fucking, you better hide. Because all these countries are ran by rednecks. And if you solidify America with them, either Trump going to join along with them or turn a blind eye, act like he don't see him, like Russia. So that's just real simple. And Biden is literally the only person left that can stop the insanity, literally. And like I told my man, I ain't really never like Biden, but he literally is like a symbol of something that we have to do now. We'll worry about arguing next time on the next trip. You put somebody else up, Republicans, and Democrats put somebody else up. But right now, this shit is not even an argument. It's not even a debate. You got RFK Jr. He got worm in his head. Don't even want to discuss that. He an anti-vaxxer. You got motherfucker Trump. You know who Trump is. So right now, who in the right mind is going to turn America, flip them upside down and pick any one of these two characters to change America upside down? It just be unnecessary. When we can move everybody Republican on the other side of Biden into his fourth year with some sane people, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta think about it. He tells the Muslims, he says this out of his mouth all the time. Muslims, be warned. We need to go back to our Christian roots.
Oh man, he banned Muslims. Second thing he wanted to do.
That's why he's still in the Bible. Back to our Christian roots. What did he do last time? Put a ban on all Muslims.
Oh my God.
It's coming again. A 4-hour ban coming again.
Oh man, that's gonna be a small fry compared to where he go next.
Well, this is the deal with Trump. You can tell what Trump wants to be by the people that idolize. He idolizes Putin. He idolized Xi. He idolized Kim Jong, which one ever the Kim Jong is now. Trump wants to be a dictator. You can never be a dictator in this country. It's too many safeguards against us ever having a dictator. It's not going to happen. He wants to try. His other goal is, his first goal in his first term was to erase everything that Barack Obama did. His next goal, if he get a second term, is to erase everything that Joe Biden did. His third goal Well, no. His first goal over everything else in becoming president again, and which will consume him, is to get them charges off his ass. That's his first goal. Because if he gets in, all the Fed charges are gone. Only thing he has to really worry about is the Georgia case. And then they'll delay till
DC
he
case.
get out the White
Definitely
House.
delay.
That's the only thing he can do about Georgia. So
Nah, right now it's already set up. You had a judge over that motherfucker that disrupted the whole fucking thing on that joint when he's hid fucking documents.
oh yeah, she
Already made it to. They only had nothing. They can't do nothing to 2029 almost.
yeah,
bruh.
he can't do nothing. They can't do
So
nothing with that case.
that was a judge that he appointed.
I'm about to say
He done made that
Yeah.
case. Everybody know this case. What I'm about to say. Where this fool hid documents.
Yep.
Took him around to a cookout, whatever the fuck he was doing there, and passing around talking about, look at what I got. I'm the beast. I'm a president. Look what I got. Documents. Showing motherfucking Chinese delegates and all types of motherfuckers. Then when the government asks, hey, we need those back, bro. You ain't president no more. We need all that shit back. And don't tell nobody. He hid them.
Yep.
That's where we at, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Go ahead, Godfather. And I got to add, the Godfather himself was in Iraq in the fight, and some of this dumbass shit sometimes, bro. And I'll be sometimes thinking, how the fuck he think when he was in Iraq and they come back and literally see how people act in Congress and shit. I don't know how that is when you was actually somewhere sent, right? Like you watch it, like me and you watch Congress and shit, right? And they say, all right, we about to go here and there. But this is a person that actually was sitting there, you know what I'm saying, when they said it. And it's like you there in these situations, and it's feel like, how you feel about when people do that? When motherfuckers send you to another country, and then when you get back to your home, it's like you never did that. Go ahead.
It's always mixed feelings because you feel like that, like anywhere you're supposed to get this support, which most of the time, you know, you're doing the right thing. You're getting the support that you need, as long as you're following the thing that you need to do. And don't, you know, but so far as the army or in the whole, it's just that we really just got to do it. You know, wherever we get orders to, we go. You know, wherever we get orders to, you go. You know, you can try to, you know, ask your branch, can you do this for hardships and stuff like that, but more likely you're going. And to come back to be over there while all this is going on, you know, you really can't think about it.
That's true. But I'm just thinking, once you come back, because I know once you over there, you don't have no sense of what's going on in America. You know what I'm saying? It's like the whole time you was over there, man, I was scared as shit. Like every time the news come on and something was blown up, I was thinking, all right, don't say, you know what I'm saying, bro? That shit was fucked up, bro. All that shit was just fucked up. And I was just thinking, like, when you there, like Iraq War was a huge point in American history, bro. And you was actually in it. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you over in that joint, it's hot as fuck. Was it hot over there? What's the temperatures over that motherfucker?
Hot.
I know the motherfucker be saying it's hot.
Yeah, when we first landed, I say Kuwait is the hottest place that I've ever landed, ever felt. Like Kuwait at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's like 95 degrees. By 10 o'clock a.m., you're already at a like 110. Damn. By noon, it's like you got a bottle of water outside. Shit hot in about 3 minutes. Sit outside in 3 minutes. It's boiling hot water. Like you think I'm laughing though, man.
That's what I mean. Like
when you walking on the airfield.
Not even that. You seen people get hurt. You seen people die. You almost yourself get hurt, almost get killed. And then you come back here and nobody gives a fuck. I just trying to figure out the feeling of once you come home going through that. It's like you come back here and everybody like fuck the Iraq War. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't even give assistance to the Iraq War vets. It's like you gotta fight for that. Republicans block that. That's another story. But it's like damn, I can't imagine signing up for the Army or Navy or something. I understand once you sign up, it's just like whatever they tell you, it's whatever. But once you come home, you get to look at everything and track at everything and look at everything. It's like, what the fuck did I do? You know what I'm saying? Like,
But
these clown ass niggas don't even give a fuck.
But it was the same way.
That don't be your focus when you get back. When you get back, you focus on like me. Only thing I focused on was my family, like my kids. I've been gone. I was gone. Like, gone. So my folks come back. I deal with all the other stuff a little bit later. Then I can't focus on the time that we lost. Got to focus on the time that I have now. So we just worried about this. Try to catch up with the things that I missed while I was gone, but more focus on let's rekindle what we had before I left.
That's true. Yeah. I wanted to get the thought process of somebody who's actually over there when, like, you had, you know what I'm saying, Bush saying go to war and you was sent there. You see what I'm saying? That's why I just want to tell people how directly when motherfuckers be talking on, and these politicians and all that shit they be saying, it directly impacts you, bruh. Like when Bush get up and say, I think they got massive destruction. You ain't paying no attention to this thing because you don't give a fuck about politics, right? And 2 weeks later, your nephew, your uncle, sent over some fucking way. You like, hold up, what just happened? You know what I'm saying? You ain't paying attention to the fucking news. These motherfuckers told you he's about to do some dumb shit, yeah? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. That's why I feel like stuff like this, our podcast and shit like this is real important to decipher this shit to hood people, literally, that don't engage in politics to the last minute. You feel me?
And
then it's like, hold on, who did that? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's too late now. You know what I'm saying?
Another thing people got to realize, this is the time they write their policies. While we sleeping, that's when they up writing policies. So we need to be up.
Trust me.
Kind of paying attention to these policies they write. Because at nighttime, when y'all be laying down sleeping, that's
Trust
when
me. They ain't writing at night because Republicans had their motherfucking bills and shit since the 80s.
They write this
everything
shit.
They've been wanting since the 70s and 80s. They still trying. They already know what the talking points are for this shit and everything. They ready to push it. That's how they got the motherfucking abortion shit done.
They're not hiding nothing that they do. They're not hiding nothing.
It's plain and simple. Yeah.
People don't pay attention.
Thank you.
And sadly, in the black community,
we the false.
Black people don't motherfucking pay attention until they fucking with welfare, they fucking with food stamps, they fucking with housing, they fucking with unemployment, they fucking with shit like that. Then
but you gotta point out, it's when it's too late.
Right.
It's when it hit them. Like when women start in some of these states start realize, damn, I just went to there, I couldn't even get an abortion. Because you haven't been paying attention for the last 2-3 years, or when Hillary was in the bitch. You didn't pay attention. Everything was, they all the same. No, you gotta pay attention to this shit, bruh.
Right,
this shit impacts you.
Some people been on their job for 100 motherfucking years, been paying into their 401k, thinking they're gonna be living good or have enough money to live on when they get older, and then they don't pay attention who the fuck going in the White House, and then when they get in there, and then you have the stock market crash under Bush, under Trump, under Reagan and all this shit. You had the stock market crash and you have all this other shit. You have the subprime mortgage. When the mortgage shit went down and people was losing their homes, who was that under? That was under Republican administration. People do not pay attention until they don't even wait. Not when it affects them, like you said, it's too late.
Yeah, once it hit them, like for example,
like, what
abortion.
The fuck?
If you known when everybody was telling you at the beginning who to vote for, so this won't happen, you wouldn't have to worry about it. But you didn't give a fuck. Are they all the same? I don't really want to vote. I don't give a fuck. Then boom, this is what they told you was gonna happen. They wasn't lying. Look, that bitch told you. Hillary told you, bro.
Right.
That motherfucker gonna take your rights away. She literally told you.
She told you.
It's just that fucking simple. It's not hard.
Let me check this out. And this is exactly what happened. A lot of black people say What did Barack Obama do?
I've been hearing that a lot.
And Barack Obama did nothing. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what Barack Obama did. I'm gonna give you some true shit.
I always hear that shit too.
What Obama did? Who was in the house? Who was in there before Obama? You had 8 years of W.
Hold up.
We went to war.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
8 years of W.
Yeah.
We went to war. He gave the rich a tax cut.
Oh my God.
Wall Street ran wild.
That was the first huge.
Wall
Reagan
Street
was the first.
ran wild. This was under Bush.
It was a huge tax cut.
You had the mortgage crisis. You had people losing their homes.
Oh yeah.
You had people losing their businesses.
That's right.
You had all of this. This was under Bush.
After the tax cut, keep in mind.
After the tax cut, whoa, let's back that up. After that was given, after he went into the White House with a surplus.
True.
After he went into the White House with a surplus.
Surplus for anybody paying attention means
we had money.
On money, you're above your budget.
We was not in the red, we was in the black when Clinton left the White House. Now,
and that's odd because they crying about the think about
you
that.
had all of these predatory lenders out here that was fucking people over.
Oh yeah.
And what was they doing? They was giving
They was
giving loans to people that they knew couldn't afford them. And then when they couldn't pay, what did they do? They was broke. They took the house, they foreclosed on the houses. That's how you got the mortgage crisis. And
on top of that,
who was they doing it to? They was doing it to black people. Now think back during the motherfucking Bush years. How many of us brothers and sisters went out and bought a big ass house that they knew they couldn't afford?
Yeah,
they went out and bought.
I remember that.
They went out and got a big ass 7-bedroom house.
That's how the house
and did all it right.
Yeah, I remember.
Right. Who fixed that? When all of these motherfucking black people was getting put on the streets, and they all talking about we ain't did shit for black people. Y'all do not pay attention. By not paying attention, if you paid attention, the first thing you would have known that Barack Obama did for you, he was kept them fucking predators, the predatory loan motherfuckers out of your ass, and he kept the roof over your head.
Not only that, healthcare. Before he came
before
in,
we got that,
motherfucker was killed. They was dying. He couldn't afford it. I was a prime example of that. My grandmother died from cancer. We couldn't afford that shit. Then he made it so you can afford it. At least to have a fight. You know what I'm saying? And look, putting your house up and ground, put a house up, all types of shit, bro.
Look, my point,
people don't understand how tough this shit was healthcare wise before. I don't like calling Obamacare, but Affordable Care had. But Obamacare, for everybody know what the fuck I'm talking about. But before that, it was a tragedy in healthcare, bro.
Correct.
If you get diagnosed with anything, that's basically a death sentence because you can't afford anything after that.
Mm-hmm. But this is my
not
point.
Not even life insurance. If you had pre-existing conditions, you couldn't even get life insurance.
If you're a woman, that alone, you couldn't get no health insurance just because you're a woman.
But this is the point I'm making.
Pre-existing conditions
is, and we go over this all the time. You can go back over any Republican administration. You can go back for the 12 years of Reagan and Bush, the 8 years of W. Everything was fucked up. And every time it got fucked up by a Republican on a Republican administration, a Democrat had to go in to office behind the 8 ball and fix all that shit. And then yes, while they fixing them, the Republicans come out with this Jedi mind trick on that people believe, man, shit, they ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing. You's a lie. They fixing all of this shit you fucked up. And people are trying to talk bad about Obama. Obama sit there and fix a fucked up economy, got us out of Afghanistan, and delivered on healthcare and some more, and gave you shit you didn't have. He fixed the shit to keep the shit that you had, gave you some more shit that you didn't have, got us out of 2 wars.
Not only that,
Come on, bro.
it's hard to say
Y'all-
what Obama did for you when the next person come in and erase everything he did.
He did.
If it had a name on it, and he took it off. So it's hard for you to say, all right, because he took the next person took motherfucker like he did some of this shit. He put his name on it, like he did it. So in the end, you probably someone will pop off. You be like, oh damn, Trump did that. Whole time he took Obama name off it and just put his name.
And
on
put
it.
he
He literally did that.
He tried to take it credit. He tried to take it credit for unemployment. He tried to take it credit for the economy.
Almost
All of
any
that shit
bill
was-
that my man
All that
passed,
shit was Obama.
he tried to take his name off it or get rid of it.
Right.
Simple as that.
And yeah, people gotta
That shit's
people
crazy,
gotta
bro.
people gotta pay attention.
The
They really
next
do.
president should be thinking about erasing all the shit that motherfucker did. Move on to the
Right.
forward. They don't even be
Somebody
giving a
wrote
fuck.
book.
It's like, what the fuck is that, bro?
Because everything that they do to make people go forward, it's not that they make people go forward. They're seeing black people
Can't
move
see it.
forward. So what they doing is they erasing everything that has done for the black people to get ahead, get back ahead. So they erase those policies, those procedures.
Yeah.
Machine.
But and on top of it, you know, we're not seeing that. I mean, people are not seeing it. Just look at, they're not seeing the smaller picture. They're looking at the small things that lead to bigger pictures. When they see it, it's already at the big picture. It's too late at that point. They ain't seeing it when it's being passed out to you by flyer, then thrown into you by social media. They're not paying attention to that because it's not entertaining to them. It's gonna please them. But as soon as it hit the fan, it's like, oh shit, what happened? Too late.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like abortion.
Yeah.
It's too late after
Like-
it hit the fan and shit.
But you're right about that. And to add on to that, a lot of people listen to people like Trump and the Republicans, and you hear it all the time. Trump about money. Trump, motherfuckers get money. He know how to get money and all this shit, and they blinded by the dollar when none of them dollars is going into your pockets. That's my argument to MAGA people that come on here at times. Hold on. We know that the 1% got richer. Did you get richer under Trump? Are you in the same boat you was before Trump? And they don't never have an answer. And you got even black people out here that think Trump gonna make them rich. No Republican is gonna ever make you rich. Republicans only make Republicans and the already rich richer. They don't make nobody rich.
Yeah.
You notice all they talk about is tax breaks. That's all they talk about when they talk about
Once they get a tax
Right.
break, they will fuck with.
But who the
They
tax
would
break
literally
go
go
to?
golfing if they get a tax break. Go back in history. Reagan went golfing after he got the fucking tax break. He didn't do a fucking thing else. Bush, once he got that tax break, went golfing. Trump stayed golfing after he got the tax break, bro.
Yeah.
Right now, the motherfucker cried about the graduation of his son. The judge told him to go. The motherfucker saying he can't make it.
Oh,
Why you can't go to graduation now, motherfucker?
no, you don't even.
You didn't want to go anyway.
No, you must ain't seen the latest.
Like, what the fuck?
You must ain't
You
seen
got
the
y'all
latest.
voting for the Republican Party put up with somebody that first everybody know he don't give a fuck about nobody's graduation. But he cried
No.
and said, hey, the judge won't let me go to my son's graduation. Judge said, go ahead. He said, no.
Yep.
That's okay.
Dia,
What he did was he went. The judge gave him the whatever the leeway or the day off or whatever you want to call it to go to the graduation. He's not going to the graduation.
Golfing.
He's not going to golfing. He's going to a fundraiser.
Every day he get off, he's golfing.
Yeah.
It's like it's no excuse, bro. If you want to campaign. What you crying about?
But no,
But he can't like he wants to.
on this radio today, he's talking about the unrest across the world, across the campuses around the world.
Yeah.
So the thing he said today was so real. Like he says, you got a president that's calling J6 hostages for storming the Capitol and putting manure on the desks and threatening to kill elected officials. But here it is, the American people are seeing campuses being rushed by colleges, by police officers, and they talking about something is being violent. how's it being violent? How that's a violent protest when you got people threatening people's lives, elected official lives doing their jobs? You call them heroes, and people just doing basic natural First Amendment rights, and y'all calling that violent. How does that make any sense?
I was gonna ask you, like now they like it's hard to really decipher what's the anchor, right? Because, like I said, like most black people, if you in this motherfucking crowd screaming Gaza and all that stuff, and you ain't did nothing on George Floyd and none of that stuff like that, you out of pocket, bro. You know what I'm saying, dog? But I get it though. The situation there, like man, Tony been telling y'all, we get the problem there, we get the situation, we get it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But when you actually in battle sent to these places like Afghanistan and stuff like that, do you know when you go in there that it's already a set thing where it's a religion clash thing? Like the Gaza Strip is like a religion thing. Like they both think it is holy, you know what I'm saying? It's sacred. So to me personally, I always said that I think the international should swoop in and take over the whole land. I don't think either one of them deserves it.
No.
And then they don't control it at all. They can still live there, but neither one of these entities control this strip of land. Period. I think it should be owned by the. What you think?
That's never, ever going to happen. It's the
Why?
Because
the holy land of where everything is. That's supposed to be the life of everything.
Because Jesus walked on that land.
Yeah, that's never going to happen. And until Jesus come back to the earth, that's never going to happen. It's always going to be a war for that purpose. So divided, having a two-state solution, all that stuff. I think the two-state solution would probably be a best possible case scenario, but even that's not going to work.
But you can't do that anyway.
In biblical text and in prophecy, it says that the Jews will return back.
Mm-hmm. See, this goes into this shit right there is so like I can't say that for other countries because other countries infuse religion into their politics. But that right there is so political. I mean, so religious. It's just so. It shows an example of the two perspectives of religion, right? Where there's only one world, right? We all got to use this world with our stories. And it's just happened that both stories are being told in the same land. You feel me? And it clashes. You feel me? And to me, it still comes down to humanity, bruh. If you running motherfucking Israel, you run these countries around it, you gotta have some sense of 20,000 people getting murdered and shit like that, bruh. You can have some sense of we can't keep going on like this, killing our kids for a strip of land, whether it's holy or not. Somebody have to wake up to this. You feel me?
It's not just about being holy. It's not just about holy land. It's about domination of a world. Like you said, this is one world. There's so much going on in it.
Exactly.
And somebody wants to take domination of all and control all. And that's the problem. It's not because whoever controls all religion.
All right, let me ask you this. Do you agree with Israel doing or everything they're doing?
I believe they should defend themselves for the attack of October 7th. Now,
see, that's the conflict everybody have is like we all feel like they being attacked, right? And then you don't
feel like they was.
Yeah, you don't want to be like, all right, nigga, all right, you can get them back, but hold your hand back there and hold up, don't do this. And like, you can't tell a nigga how to retaliate. You know what I'm saying?
Think about it too, but when y'all have a NATO and y'all have come up with this, genocide, and y'all come up with these war crimes and stuff like that, then our weapons are being used in this war.
Okay, let's stay there. Exactly. So right there is the key point in this Gaza war, right? What you just said is now being put on Biden by the younger generation. Now, which is funny is for decades, we've been supplying Israel with all types of shit as a ally, right? Now you have a situation where Republicans want you to keep sending money there. They just doing it politically, though. But you have Biden saying, wait a minute, I'm going to keep sending you stuff, but I'm going to have to hold up on some things because you're killing too many motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So it comes down to where you lie on this. Republicans want to keep funding them. Everybody that's young says Biden fault. Biden the one stopping the fucking shit from going over there.
From Madison.
Even though he don't know, when you send this stuff to these countries, you don't know what they're using it for exactly. But we know personally that most of the stuff is going to be used up in Gaza Strip. You feel me? So in his mind, thinking, well, we're going to have to hold up on some of the weapons we sending you, right? Because you using them wrong, as far as America is concerned, right? If it was Trump, he wouldn't probably give a fuck. But you have Biden who's saying that's not the way we want you to use those things. We don't want you to blow up 30 people for 10 people. You feel me? We don't want you to do that. So what is Biden thing to do if everybody blaming him? That's not his fucking country. Somebody else is running that shit. So why is it him? What is he supposed to do in your eyes as a former motherfucking military person, right? In your eyes, what is he supposed to do? What is his thing that America in somebody else's country, what is he supposed to do as far as these youngsters are concerned? What do you think is going on here?
He can do a whole lot, honestly. He can really do a whole lot.
That's why go ahead.
But we stand for Israel day and night. So it's like it's no daylight between us. Like if anything happens to Israel, that's all of everything. That's all of everything. That's why he can slow the weapons down. But you see, he keep that dome up. You don't want the weapons to be used because at the end of the day, when they go into and do all the investigations, they're like, "Well, this all American weapons been used to kill."
That's the
genocide.
You did. That's where we at. So, do he risk being called Genocide Joe? Right? I don't know how he's even involved. This is so tough for me, bro. It's like, why is he being called anything? That's not his country.
But the thing is,
he can put pressure on that president. But if that motherfucker say "fuck you" at the end, he can do what he want.
Yeah, but then that's where we.
And you still blame Biden? It's just hard for me to get a grasp for this. I'm lost.
Because
let me tell you something. If Netanyahu commits genocide in Gaza, it's going to force a war that we're going to have to be a part. That would be a World War III. It's just no way around it. No matter what goes on, that's what he's preventing, a World War III. You already seen what Iran did. Russia haven't gone full throttle yet because they're waiting until Bush to come back in office. Now, but Trump come back in office, they're gonna go genocide on Ukraine. But if Trump get in office, they're gonna go genocide on everybody in Palestine. I'm telling you.
if Trump comes back to office, Putin is going to take Ukraine. China's going to take Taiwan. And North Korea is going to do what the fuck they want to do. That's the long and the short of the whole story if Trump goes back in the office. But to go back to the thing about young people and what they want to happen, the problem is they don't understand, or they don't know the history or whatever. You cannot tell a country that's been attacked how to fight back. You just can't. And you can't control. We don't control Israel. We don't control Netanyahu. And people didn't like what we did going over in Afghanistan and some other places. But you couldn't do nothing about it, because how are you going to tell us how to fight a war when we was attacked? You can't tell us how to take out the motherfuckers who jumped on us.
Okay, that's different. It's a difference between us and them. The wars, I understand what you're saying about the war situation, but Gaza is this big. Gaza is about this big compared to Afghanistan, which is which is huge. You had a huge country to go find ISIS in, and it's a huge country, mountains and everything. This is a small little block, no bigger than what freaking Tennessee. And you expect them not to? You expect them to commit complete genocide?
It's not. Why I say this crazy. It's not enough land to risk so many people.
But see, this is where we getting confused at, because this shit is not. It's not about Gaza per se. It's about Hamas. Hamas is the one who's running the government over in Palestine, who the people don't want, who's getting these people into a fucking war that they don't want.
Okay, no.
Yeah, it's Hamas. And as long as Hamas keep firing rockets over there in Israel, because this is the shit that's been going on for the longest time. But Hamas will fire rockets over. Israel fire rockets back. Hamas will fire more rockets over. They'll agree to a ceasefire. Okay, shit go along good for a period of time. Hamas say, fuck it. Then you got Iran and other people backing Hamas. They'll fire more rockets back over. Boom, shit gets started back up again. And you
let me tell you something.
Shit over and over again.
No. Let me tell you something. About strategy of war. Okay. You think Netanyahu didn't know about October 7th before it happened?
He claimed he did.
No. He claimed he did.
He claimed he did. He claimed it was a surprise.
Let me tell you why it happened. Because they was ready to take him out of office. One. They knew he was getting too far to the left wing. They about to have a primary election, and then guess what? They start having problems in their military.
Cool.
And all the communication, and people that's supposed to be channeling stuff ain't channeling nothing. Why? Because their military is on strike. He let his military go on strike. You let your military go on strike. Guess what happens? You knew that was going to happen. Lebanon is right there. Y'all shoot against Lebanon every day. Every day y'all shoot against Lebanon. But this was and then you heard the voices telling you that, hey, it's an attack coming. It's an attack coming. You ignored it on purpose. Why? Because you wanted this.
Okay. Let's stay right there. Now, most people that is called by names feel like Israel want to do that. Like you just said, want to cause mass casualties. This is what they want to do.
It's not all Israel. It's not all Israel. It's like you got your right wing, like you got over there, and you got your left wing.
Okay, let's stay right there. Can you say Hamas got the same thing? Is it a white ring Hamas and a Hamas that's want to govern?
No, come and tell you why. Because they're more.
So it's all of Hamas, the whole government.
Yes, the whole government is Hamas. It's really no government. It's just it's
a group of people running the country.
It's like a.
Well, what I'm saying is it a government where, like here, a white ring, and that's Hamas just killing?
No.
Okay.
A democratic, more.
So the whole party itself does that, kill people and shit.
Yeah, it's more like if you have a democratic, more of a.
Over there, it's autocratic.
Yeah, so it's like they have political stuff like we have every day, blah 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 blah. But he's just the president. He could be elected out. He could be out. Now,
it's almost like motherfucking Haiti, right? Where the gangs running.
The thugs are actually running this. Yeah,
but they doing it as a terrorist, and we doing it as gangs. I don't know what the difference is, but it is.
It's still the same thing. No, there's a difference because the gang in Haiti only deals with Haiti. It's just a civil thing.
I got you. It's more religion. It's anybody all over the place here.
Yeah,
exactly. Taking over in Haiti.
Yeah, so with Hamas is whoever.
Yeah, I got you.
Whoever they're getting funding from. If funding want this and that, yeah.
So we had motherfucking Hillary on Morning Joe, and she talked about this a little bit. We're gonna listen to it. Hillary,
it's a war criminal, Joe Biden. It's disgusting, and I want you to tell us what needs to be done, what you would hope would be done. One, number two, how do we get Madeleine Albright's name on that building? Because she's been slandered in death. She's been slandered in death. A public servant who escaped the Holocaust, gave her entire life, to the United States of America and has been slandered to death by extremists, I'm sorry, funded by Qatar. And number three, I told you we were moving past therapy session. And number three, maybe this will get on YouTube if the communist Chinese will allow it to get on YouTube. Please tell any students watching what President Clinton and you put together in 2000 in the Oslo Accords. You gave the Palestinians a pathway to peace, and they were scared to take it because they knew they would be slaughtered by Hamas.
Thank you.
Wow, I don't know where to start, Joe.
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay.
I need help.
Well, I want to make a couple of quick points because you raised, things that need to be vented about. First of all, I have had many conversations, as you have had, with a lot of young people over the last many months now. And you're right. They don't know very much at all about the history of the Middle East, or frankly, about history in many areas of the world, including in our own country. But with respect to the Middle East, they don't know that under the bringing together the Israelis and the Palestinians by my husband, the then Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak, the then head of the Palestinian Liberation Organization, then the Palestinian Authority, Yasser Arafat. An offer was made to the Palestinians for a state on 96% of the existing territory occupied by the Palestinians, with 4% of Israel to be given to reach 100% of the amount of territory that was hoped for. And this offer was made. And if Yasser Arafat had accepted it, there would have been a Palestinian state now for about 24 years. It's one of the great tragedies of history that.
What she just laid out was something. The reason why we do this podcast is trying to catch you in history before you make bad mistakes. You know what I'm saying? But it was clear that it was made out. It was right now. We wouldn't be where we are now if they would take this motherfucking deal that was laid out before. Now, at the time, Republicans was bashing this stuff again, right? You had Clinton pushing this thing. He was actually almost his whole first term was going dedicated towards this shit. He finally got the motherfuckers to come here, you know what I'm saying? And the fool wouldn't sign it. And listen what she just said. 96% of it would have been Palestine. 4% would have been Israel. And they didn't accept that because he was scared he was going to get killed by who?
Hamas. That's what I've been trying to tell y'all. People got a fucking government over there that they don't want. Hamas does what they want. Look, Hamas could care less about Gaza Strip for real. Hamas is doing what Iran wants it to do. Hamas is backed by Iran and a couple of other countries over there, mainly Iran.
That's the problem.
Hamas is fighting a proxy war with Israel for Iran. That is the problem.
But
that is why
if you get rid of Hamas, right,
you still got to deal with Iran, and you still got to deal with the Hutus.
Iran got to find some people to do it now.
They got the Hutus too, and a couple of other
Hutus don't have a government. When you have motherfuckers that run a government, that becomes a issue.
If you take out Hamas,
you're just a gang or a terrorist when you ain't got no government.
Right. But if you take out Hamas, who runs Palestine?
That's what I'm
trying to tell you. The international scene need to come in and take over this whole strip. That's my point.
You opening up a can of worms.
No,
but you can let it be only Arab nations that does it, though. You don't have to have Western nations to do that.
No. What happened was if you can possibly get rid of Hamas, which you're really not going to doubt.
What can you do?
You're not going to get rid of them, but if you have to
get rid of Hamas out of the government, make them vote somebody else in.
You're not going to do that.
It's not a democratic. It's not a democratic government. So how are you going to vote somebody else in? It's autocratic.
If you listen for a second, I'm going to tell you why. Every single time that they have tried to do this with Palestine, Hamas will win.
Yeah, they're going to win. Yeah,
it doesn't matter. It's not just one. Hamas is million people. You can't just. They not even most of them not even live in the Gaza Strip. They don't even live in freaking
But
Palestine.
the
They
people
live
are voting.
So
Most of people are not. If you give them a free election to vote, they're not voting for them.
No,
you're right.
that's why you don't have free elections in.
It's the same thing in Russia. The president, he just got reelected. Ain't nobody vote for him.
That's why you ain't got it in Russia. You'll never have it in China. You'll never have it in North Korea. It's the whole in most of the countries in the Middle East. You're not going to have free, or they're not going to have the type of government that we have. Well, you don't like.
We're not looking for that. We're just looking for some type of stability. Somebody you can work with. You can work with Egypt, right?
Let me tell you what
right? Do we work with Egypt?
No.
India? We work with these countries.
They work with a lot of
right?
countries.
So it shouldn't be that hostile for the rest of these countries to join us too. The only reason they're not joining us, they got beefs with Israel. So I'm asking, do you think all the Muslim countries had the beefs with Israel?
Yes.
Feeding the money to these motherfuckers?
Yes.
Or it's just Egypt? Or it's just Saudi Arabia?
Yes.
Or do you think actually India?
Everybody, nobody
is contributing to terrorism?
Hold on.
Think about that.
The fact of the matter is, nobody that is a Muslim part of the world. None of them countries over there really wants.
We know that. We know that. But it's another step to do things like Saudi Arabia is paying motherfucking Hamas and shit like that.
Yeah,
it's different to do things. Do y'all think all these countries are actually involved in that? The Indians.
No. Okay, listen. Let me tell you. In certain, just like in most countries, just not here. They live within the society. So basically,
we was talking about that. That's the problem.
Hamas government is in here, but you got proxies. Their proxies are in different countries all over.
Like what's that called? The Hutus.
The Houthis. That's Iran. So Iran's proxies are all over. Houthis, all of them.
I think Iran and them pay for Hamas too.
Yeah, Iran back Hamas.
Exactly. So that's another reason why. So like Afghanistan, so we went over Afghanistan. We put in a government over there. The government was running for
like that. All right, stay right there. Like that. Why we can't do the Gaza Strip like that?
Because you know why? You know why we got kicked out of? We got left. The reason why we left out of there? Because the same people that we went over there and took it from them for and put a new government for, came back and took it back over again.
Bam.
So we're not going to fight a civil war. We'll fight before them because they took over. We're not going to fight your civil war for you.
Tough, man. Right. That's tough.
When you came over here and attacked us, that's what led us over there. This is why we over here. You came and attacked us. We cut over here. Boom, boom, boom. So we're going to isolate you. We're going to put in a government for you. Now we put a government for you. The government ran for 20-something years, and the government didn't do shit for the people. They never had a government before.
My thing is, us as America, you got a state in the middle of all this stuff. Like we can't just continue. Understand it's the policies, but we gotta rethink this policy, bro. Like you can't continue. Like this is a country in the middle of hostility, right? If you don't deal with the countries around them, you're wasting a lot of time.
But
you're gonna have a person, they're gonna have to fight, right? If you like I just said, if India, all these other countries is contributing to the bullshit sneakily, but just make sure they fund it, that means all these Muslim countries are doing that. That means you fighting a losing battle regardless with Israel there. So we got to find a way to talk to all the Muslim countries. But y'all don't think that can happen?
It was happening. It was happening till look.
You can't
I'm going far as get them on the same page, far as not getting rid of Israel. Right?
He was having that. That was part of what was happening before October 7th. Before October 7th, you had Israel, Saudi Arabia, and there was another country or two over there was signing a peace agreement. They were signing agreements that for peace and to work together for trade and all this other shit.
No.
October 7th, at that.
They were supposed to come and help strengthen the NATO force. And that's what
they were supposed to sign a peace agreement.
Ukraine was supposed to be part of that deal to make Ukraine part of NATO.
Invaded. You gotta realize some of these things are strategic from these countries. Ukraine was on its way to being in the motherfucking what's the name? NATO. So Russia interrupted that. You know, if you go into the country, ain't no way they can go in NATO while you're invading their asses. You see what I'm saying? So to him, it's his way to hold them up and try to steal it before they can get into NATO. That's the whole point of this whole invasion, right? So that invasion, I get what that's going on there. They need to change their president. If they never change Putin, this shit gonna go on with him, right? I get him. We get him. America get him. It's the Middle East is the problem with Russia. Israel in the middle of it.
As long as there's
one Christian country, you got a Jewish country in the middle of all the Muslim countries.
We get
they
that.
don't want them there, and the majority don't want them there.
We get that. But my thing is, what's the solution to that? It's a whole country there. It's like you as other countries, Muslim countries, can't in your right mind think you're gonna wipe this country have to leave, right? So figure this out.
We didn't
Gaza Strip is a linchpin to this. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's never going to.
Israel as a whole is the linchpin to all of this because you got countries they don't want Israel over there to exist as a country. You had Iran and Iraq up until Hussein was killed, and especially Iran said their goal was to wipe Israel off the map.
I know. I get that.
Now, when back in 50 whatever, 40 whatever, when Israel became a sovereign nation, it was this country that stepped up and backed Israel. If this country hadn't stepped up and backed Israel when Israel became a sovereign nation, they would have been wiped off the map. They would have been all the motherfuckers would have been rolled up on Israel and got rid of them. The only reason that Israel exists and exists as it does is because they are backed by the United States. Therefore, they are backed by the United States. Therefore, they are backed by NATO.
Why are they backed by the United States?
Because the United States was the first ones that when they became a sovereign nation, they stepped up and backed Israel for whatever reason. But you already know what the reason is. It's over there. It's national security. No. Shit, we're gonna put some nukes. We can put some nukes on these food. We can point some nukes there. We can point a stud there too. Come on, we know what it's for.
You're not going where I'm going. You're going somewhere that's far left. What started this whole thing? Not they saying Jesus Christ and all in the religion. What started this whole thing? Neo-Nazi, Hitler. That's why we had to protect the Jews. The Jews should have been annihilated then. That was Hitler's whole purpose. And now, like every single Jew that ever lived. This is the reason why we back Israel. Because they would have been dead then. That's the history of it.
Yeah, that was Hitler's. That's what I was
trying to get you to say. If you were saying something else that wasn't even relevant to what I was getting at. But that's what started. That's the main history of it. And so if we do pull out of that, then yeah, it will be just like it's gonna be like Hitler just wiped all over them.
Look,
but the thing is, it's about what? Genocide. The United States is not about to be a part of genocide.
No, especially to let it happen to Israel. Look, the minute the United States says to Israel, we ain't messing with y'all no more. Y'all on your own. We ain't got nothing to do with it. That is the minute when Israel will start to not exist.
No, not just Israel.
Because they coming.
It's not just
the minute the big boys on the block say we ain't fucking with y'all no more, they coming. And they coming quick.
We can't do that. That don't make any sense. Because at the end of the day, if you say you're not doing nothing for Israel anymore, all our allies in NATO will just go against everything. And guess what? We are in an island on our own. So you would not do that because guess where? Because that's where Jews at. Once they're not like all the Jews out of over there, guess what? It's either we conform to be a Muslim or we going to be extinct. Well, now you got to think about the bigger picture about that. So no, that would never happen. That's why he said we will pull back some of the weapons, but we will keep your major dome up. So when somebody try to attack you, you can't.
You're making my point exactly.
But you're not
It's
saying
never
that.
going to. It's never going to happen. The United States is never going to abandon Israel for the simple fact that if they ever do abandon Israel, Israel is toast. But it's never going to happen. It's because a lot of reasons. It's because of a lot of reasons.
It's more than Israel that's toast. You got all these allies that's looking at the United States as a big back and supporting. So we don't support our major ally in this.
Now,
that's what our major allies, Great Britain.
But what point do America say you can't? I get you. I know why we're doing that for sure. But what you can't let the leader of that country lead you down some motherfucking anything just because.
All I say, what happened in Haiti? That's all I'm gonna say.
But you already seen as far as they gonna go.
But do you know? But do you know what happened
with the situation with them, with Israel and Iran, when they fired on Iran, Iran retaliated, and then afterwards, what did Biden tell them? Hold on, y'all on your own from this one. If y'all get into a beef with Iran, that's you and Iran. Now, if somebody else get into it, then we have to.
No, what he's saying is no. What he's saying is your dome will be protected, but your weapons to supply that you're going to use to shoot Iran with would not be, because those are United States weapons that's being used to being shot in Iran. So you would keep your
what they told Iran, what Netanyahu was told, that if after Iran fired back on them, that if they go to war with Iran, the United States will not get involved and will not send in troops or anything else for that war. That was what was told to him. He said,
"This is
that was what was told.
It's told to you. We will not help you so far as supplying the basic weapons. But we're going to keep your fucking dome up."
All right,
okay, that's a difference between telling you we're not getting involved, we're not sending in any troops. Yeah, they're gonna always support the Iron Dome. That's
not helping you because we still help you because we provide you the dome. When you say no help, that means that dome come down. You gotta be very. You gotta clarify that.
No,
that's what you do, because it's a major clarification. That's what we're trying to get the American people to understand now. We're gonna keep your dome up, but if you're trying to go around, we're gonna take these weapons back. It's the same difference.
So
what he was told.
The thing is, when you like you said, we have to. When we send shit to Israel, the thing is, who running the country? What he doing with stuff we sending them? Is the thing I'm saying. If we send him something that he directly doing, soon as we get it to him and directly send it to Gaza and blowing shit up, do you have the obligation to stop that?
That's
you ain't getting no more of those. That's exactly that dumbass shit.
That's exactly what he's doing.
Now, that's a good question.
That's the point.
But when you say no support, when you say
no support at all. But how far do you go with this country if he keep playing with you like that?
That's why I'm telling you. That dome will stay there. The weapons.
How long will this dome stay there if you keep playing with me, bro?
Forever.
That dome gonna stay there.
That means the Iron Dome is a missile defense.
That means this leader of whoever the country is, of Israel, can manipulate America at all times because they dare set on whatever you do, I'm a back. And that's the bullshit. And that's the problem with the countries that's around them. And that's the feeling they have. It's like no matter what, they can do whatever to us and you can still back them.
Okay, but
they feel the same way the countries around them.
Okay, my thing is name one time in history have you seen Israel ever attack first?
Man, you know Israel, they're doing shit behind the scenes we don't know about.
We doing shit in other fucking countries.
Israel definitely doing some dirty shit.
Come on. Everybody do the dirty. But you got to realize the Gaza, Israel is.
But off the break off of this on surface, no, they don't do nothing dirty. No.
Okay, but my thing is like this. Israel land has been shrunken. Okay. that Gaza Strip, there's a lot of that land. It's a lot of that land over there that really belongs to Israel.
Like when they send leaflets out and tell motherfuckers to leave,
Like,
that's being nice, bro. Like you ain't gotta tell motherfuckers, hey, clear the area. That's gonna make motherfuckers the enemy leave too.
But the thing is this.
So they in that joint screaming, all right, y'all gotta leave because we gonna blow this up. Like,
I think it's like this.
Drop it on your ass.
yeah, like come on, bro. Like at some point,
but for almost a year, you said that's the safest place to be. So for a year, 1 million people traveled
yeah,
to that
And that's the
safest
problem.
place to be. Now you telling them that you destroy everything to coming to Rafah is destroyed. Now you tell us that this is not a safe place. Now you got to put it on a shoreline with water where we got no way of getting anything, no, nothing.
I don't know, man. That's why I say to us as looking at it from American standpoint, it's like, how far do you go with a person that's clearly bullshit?
See, that's the thing. We can't look at it as an American standpoint, but we got to look at it as just humanity.
No, what I'm saying is, this is my standpoint. I understand what they doing over there. I get Israel. I get what the fuck they doing. I get it. But from our standpoint, do we have to keep giving them shit to blow other people up? We ain't got nothing to do with that. And let them use the weapons wrongly and inefficiently in all types of ways with our name on those guns, on those ammos.
Reagan has done it.
That's crazy.
You're gonna do
People gonna call you genocide. They're gonna put you involved with him, whatever they doing. Put like that because your name on these weapons.
Yeah, Reagan has done it twice. Reagan has pulled weapons from Israel twice back in the 80s.
True.
Look at that. Okay. And now, so for us to do the same thing.
I mean, I get that. But he had a reason to then too.
Huh?
He had a reason for that too.
Yeah, because they about to do genocide. They was fighting against Lebanon.
Exactly.
Yeah, they was fighting against Lebanon.
Exactly. It's basically almost the same thing again.
Because Israel can really wipe out.
But Reagan, they let Reagan. Oh, you just made a good point too. You know how Republicans talking that bullshit.
Israel can wipe out
anybody.
Period. Israel can Gaza. Period. Israel can knock out half them countries over there by themselves alone.
But again, that's because of America, though.
Because
not just because of America,
huh?
Their weaponry is big.
Israel has.
If you don't supply them with American weapons, they'll run out and they really be toast over there.
Israel has nukes. Nobody over
India got
there
nukes.
Nobody over there.
India.
Who's in?
I think Saudi Arabia do too, don't they?
No,
they
Saudis don't got nukes.
But India definitely do.
India might, but who's a motherfucking Indian ally with?
But India is right in the middle of the Middle East too.
But they're not involved in all the shit.
You think if
they don't mind motherfucking India?
If Israel take the time out to put a nuke in a Muslim country, you think India is just gonna just say, all right, I'm gonna let you slide with that? Come on, they're gonna blow their ass out of there.
If push come to shove, and motherfucking Iran keep doing the stupid shit that they do, Israel can't wipe them out. Because if they don't have nukes, even if they didn't physically have nukes, they got access to nukes because of us.
No.
India? I ain't talking about India. I say Israel.
Okay, but India got their own nukes. India got their own.
Where you think they got them from?
But they got their own.
Ain't no nuke store. Where you think they got them from?
They got their own though.
Look, everything motherfucking Israel got from us.
No, I'm saying India got nukes.
Okay, who they get them from?
Okay, hold on. This is
not where they got them from. They got it.
But we talking about. I'm talking about Israel.
Israel can't just willy nilly out in the Middle East.
That's one of the other reasons that people that they really don't fuck with Israel like that. Ooh. Look, that's why you think. Why you think it's they are willing? They don't want motherfucking Iran to have nuclear capabilities all willy nilly. If once you start a nuclear arm race in the fucking Middle East, it is on.
No.
For real.
You don't want Iran and you don't want Saudi Arabia to have them because they ran by terrorists.
That's what I'm saying. That's the problem there.
I'm just waiting for him to be quiet for a second. You don't want
what you said. Come on.
So Israel have nukes, like you said, but India do too. So that counts with that. They're not going to willy nilly blow up a Muslim country, and India don't blow their ass out of sight.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? So
Saudi Arabia ain't.
Yeah, but it didn't have nukes.
Yeah,
So they're ally of America, right?
correct.
That's why they helped them when they was doing their bombing the other day.
Yeah, but the thing is,
You gotta have allies in these countries, bro.
Right.
And India is one, right? You still got Israel is the other one. Really? You gotta have people out there so you can put embassies and bases where you could be closer to the tragedies, closer to the shit. You see what I'm saying? You can send your troops closer to the problems. Of like Iraq. We took over Iraq. Now that's our shit. Now we got bases there. We can send people there.
yep.
And get us closer to shit like Saudi Arabia and shit like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Where we ain't just so far away, we can't react to the bullshit. So if we could be there, like Iraq and India, we can set up shop around any bullshit. We good, right?
It's not that. It's just not even just that. Just think about it, y'all.
You need those spaces.
You just
It's
answered
not
your
even about
question.
it's not even about the
Why?
base. I'm gonna take it out of the military aspect.
Israel's a huge spot.
I'm gonna take
You
it.
just answered your question on why.
Listen, let me tell you, take it out of the military aspect of things. Just think about it.
Yeah.
If you in DC, right, and you need business somewhere.
10. Got 10 more minutes.
So I'm gonna say you're gonna need business in Tennessee. What you gonna do? You're gonna go to Tennessee. You're gonna go and build up something there, right? But you're gonna get some reason. But you got to make an ally there to help you start off. That ally maybe what, a governor. The governor like, oh yeah, you can come over here, blah blah blah. Then you build up there. Then you go to another country. You build up there. But all then you're building a trade also. When you're building a trade, you're building money. So it's all a business at the same time, because the money have to flow. Everything we get comes from where? Overseas. Just about, except for the things that we do have here. But 90%, like 60% of our stuff is imported. So that's the money. But then
That's what I'm saying. You gotta have allies over there.
but it's not even about the allies over there. It's about having eyes and ears. So
That's an ally.
Yeah. No. It's not your ally eyes. Is you put a base there, you put an embassy there for your eyes.
Yeah.
Okay. Not
So you can be over in these countries. Like when ships bust out, we can just send shit to where we at and be ready to go.
I said take it out of the military aspect.
Oh,
Take it out
okay.
of the military aspect. You putting eyes everywhere you want eyes at. Why? Because you know where the danger's at. So you put eyes on the outside. It's like if you're a drug dealer, right? You putting everything on the outside to watch what's going on the inside. Same concept. But you still
I'm saying you need those bases though.
but the bases are just
They have to be your allies to do that.
Diplomacy. That's what y'all talking about.
that's what we said the same thing, but I'm taking it out of the military talk, out of you saying it. I'm taking it to a business talk, because in all actuality, it's business. It's not about the military. The military is there, yeah, but it's about the business. It's about the money.
Do we go on? All right, we got two choices. Well, RFK, I don't know about that, but we got two ways we can go in America right now, bro. In the Middle East, it's like, which one? All right, first, if we go Trump way, if motherfuckers choose Trump for some odd reason to be our president, right? The Middle East and motherfucking Russia will change drastically for the rest of our lives, bro. Real simple. If Biden becomes president, peace and prosperity and Democrat values will keep spreading and opening up NATO for more people. Right? That's the world stage we're talking about right now. Which way you go is like, as you can see, as president, he's doing a lot around the world, humanitarian reasons in all types of ways, like Haiti and all over the world, right? Flip side, Trump in there, none of this happened. So it's like, what America you want to live in, bro? At the end of this, and do you want to be an America that helps your allies, right, and help the needy with like Haiti and shit like that, or you just want to be a motherfucker to be like fuck everybody, and plus the people in my country, give me your tax breaks, you know what I'm saying, so I get you rich. Yeah. Like I don't know what type of shit. It's real simple, really. To be honest,
But we about to get the answer though.
Women can't have abortion. You gotta hold.
I
it.
really want to get into that.
You'll store your body till you day you die. Like
I'm
that's
trying to
what
keep
it's
it
like.
economics.
Oh,
But
IDF can't no be doing no.
Yeah.
Can't do that. no, the world is going to change dramatically.
You know what I mean? It's so much different things where it's a drastic change. Like, if, for example, if Biden become president, keep another term, he gonna put out a motherfucking nationwide joint for abortion to be legal, right? The flip side is gonna be a nationwide ban. So it's real clear. What we're going into this America thing, bro, it's real clear. You got one motherfucker that's gonna just get the rich tax cut from the beginning, right? That's all he gonna do. You got one person want to fix the healthcare system. That's what he gonna do. It's just like a real, like, where we want to go.
And just think about it. If we didn't have the pandemic, the Affordable Care Act probably would have been taken away. That's the only thing that stopped him from really taking it away, because
no. Let's not forget what stopped him was that redneck in Arizona that tried to stop motherfucking
It's a Republican that stopped
MLK that passed away. What's his name? McCain.
Yeah.
He put that deciding vote. He tried to make up for fucking up the Martin Luther King Day birthday, but he was the deciding vote that turned it down. They could have got rid of Obamacare. I need everybody to understand how these niggas. This is what they want to do. Like he said earlier,
It was a Republican.
the Democrats want to have plans. Republicans already had that plan since the 80s, bro. They know what they want to do. All of that.
This is
They
18.
already know the shit they want to do. They want to take your rights. They want us to be where white motherfuckers, white men in general, are in control. Period.
Guess what?
It's crazy as shit. It's two ways we can go in America, bro. The rest of the world already went the Trump way, bro. You know that, right?
November 5th, you'll have your answer.
The rest of the world is fucked up, bro. They got people like Trump running that shit.
In some places.
Inflation is out the roof in the rest of I'm talking about Western world, white peoples.
That motherfucking Venezuela, that motherfucker.
UK, Poland, all that shit. Their inflation out the roof.
They have that.
People like Trump running that, bro.
Yeah, because
You are the only country that has
name
rebound from the pandemic. You are the only
That type shit.
country that has rebound from the pandemic.
That's it. So you got a president is turning the economy around, got rid of the pandemic. The other one just boo-boo to fool the pandemic. Like, this is not an easy, this is not a hard choice, bro.
More president, more
Be
people
honest with anybody.
ever had.
Motherfucker was sense it ain't a hard choice.
No, this is not hard. We can get back to Republican Democrat debates after this here. This is a disaster, bro.
It ain't hard for
We just gotta vote for Biden. It gotta be 90. What I've been telling you. It gotta be 90-5, bro.
You would
90. He gotta win every state. 90 to whatever the fuck left. Period. Biden. If he don't win it, he gotta win it like that, bro.
I listen to people at my job every day. Listen to these youth talk every day, and all they say is Trump, because Trump gave them money. All they say. Trump gave me money.
See,
that's all they say.
You go and check out Hoodviewpolitics because we can go in deep dive. He ain't getting your goddamn.
I said, so y'all sell y'all soul for that $1,200 y'all got. Y'all basically y'all sell y'all soul for that $20 y'all got. That's all y'all do. Y'all sell y'all soul for that.
Yep.
Bruh, I think Bush gave us some shit too, right?
Bush gave us some money, but Obama gave us some money.
These niggas are rednecks. Presidents give you money when you're in crisis, right? It's not who they are.
Crisis that they fuck up on. They have no choice but to.
You now send everybody that don't have no sense to this podcast.
Just think about it. If we didn't have a Democratic House when the Republicans was in office, we've been short.
Oh man, I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight too, man. Before we get out of here, man, everybody gotta understand how close everything was. Like, for example, if Hillary was president, women around the world around the United States would not be worried about their rights. It's real simple. It's like a lot of things we get the foresight to stop, but Americans don't stop it, bro. You know what I'm saying? They wait to see how it looks when they get to them. Like a car race, like, let me see it. Now, is it getting close? It's getting close. You're still looking at shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's like I talked to one of my friends, and she was like, "Man, I ain't got time to worry about that. I got things." I said, "You need to worry about it because you need to go and vote. It doesn't affect me."
This is the year right here. I don't want no bitch running and telling me, damn, I couldn't even get no boys. I gotta have a baby. Bitch, you should have voted. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear no Mexican tell me, man, they sent my motherfucking wife home. Fuck you. You should have voted. I don't want to hear no nigga tell me, man, they restricted my rights, bro. I couldn't even get no motherfucker. I couldn't even vote. I don't want to hear that, bitch. You should have voted. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nobody complaining, bro. Everything is on the fucking table. It ain't even, me and no one sober, they ain't got to decipher nothing. That shit is so fucking clear. It's meat and potatoes over here. There's a whole bunch of medicine and bad motherfucking pills over here.
But guess what?
Do you want to eat these pills or some fruit and vegetables? It's real simple, bro.
I'm gonna take the red pill or the blue pill.
This shit is really gotten.
Hey, that's what it is. You take the red pill or the blue pill. This is what it is right now.
It's a bad mix.
If you take that red pill, you're going to a matrix. I'm telling y'all.
But guess what?
Appreciate everybody, man. This is Friday night as usual. Where we just
still
roll in and talk politics, you know what I'm saying? Tuesday nights, every night, Tuesday night for show, with definitely. It's a normal format how we do things. But on Friday nights, man, it's just open night. Any motherfucking MAGAs that want to slide in and disagree with us, they can come in, you know what I'm saying? And we just free fall. Like you just seen tonight with the Gaza motherfucking strip. Something we wanted to get into anyway. We don't really go into it. We just gloss over the shit, you know what I'm saying? So we ain't talked about it since it started, right? So this is a good time for us to really go into a really deep detail dive in the Gaza Strip shit from a hood point of view. You know what I'm saying, bro?
I want to go back to the a little bit about the Nazi stuff I'm talking about. Did y'all know? I don't know how true this is, but I've been trying to find real history on this. But they say the reason why
Allegedly
they say Hitler was doing this because they were enslaving black people. He felt like no man should have been enslaved, and that's why he decides to annihilate all of Jews. And then when you think about the United States, who are the most powerful people in the United States? Look at Clyde Davis, for instance.
Too. For anybody listening to Hoodviewpolitics.
Allegedly. That's what I was told. That's what I was told one time. So I never really looked it up. But allegedly, that's what it is. That Hitler, they didn't want nobody to. They wanted to keep slaves, and Hitler was not about it. He said every man was equal. They say his rhetoric was not what they wanted.
Now, I want to get this Black Lives Matter leader on this joint, but she always she in UK, right? The UK Black Lives Matter, and that's a debate they always have over that joint. Like they always say, the white people that debate with her say, "Well, we ended racism, right?"
They did,
and it's tough. That's a tough debate because they were the first people to stop the enslavement of black people,
and it was the first one to start it.
So you know what I'm saying. So it's technically. It still don't, you know what I'm saying? Like UK be having that debate. It's different from our debate for real, but it's still, when you say that you ended it in your country. I mean, UK was one of the first countries to end the slavery in their country, put it like that.
And one of the first ones.
And then America never stopped. They continued until we had to fight, and we had to make them stop, literally. So America never stopped. So when you start talking about reparations and stuff like that, me personally, I'm not a reparations dude, but when we talk about our history, you can't bring up America without black people. And then the government itself inflicted wounds on us. So that's America. The government is America, and they inflicted wounds on the black culture itself.
1619.
So that alone, I would say reparations are, to me, I'm really not a reparation dude, but I do understand the fact that the government itself leashed pain on black culture, right? So that's America. The government is America. So to me, America have to make up and apologize for doing what they did for black people.
I don't think
who the president is. The government did.
No, I don't think the government. I don't think the government is America. America is a symbolization of all people that live within it. So I can't really say. You can't classify America.
No. You can't say that because people don't live forever. right?
But
It's people that was living when they made the Constitution that's not alive now. It's people that put bills into the Constitution or in law now that's not alive. It's not the person. The bills live on. You feel me? The laws are what's living.
yeah, but the thing is,
So that's America. America's are laws and bills.
no, but the thing is this.
People are not it. You write the law, but you're gonna die. That law be still American law. That's America.
Change it.
But
But it's
everybody
still
has,
America.
everybody has their own laws.
For example, America told us we was 1/5 America, a person.
No,
America did that.
No.
The government did
white
that.
people that was running the government.
Regardless, it was the government of the United States that did that. Put in their constitution that we was 1/5 of a person, black people.
Okay,
The government did that.
they did that.
So therefore, the government owe us reparations for inflicting pain on us. You put in the government, you can drink out of this water fountain. You can only drink out of this. You put that in the government. You put that in bills, in law.
Okay, but
So your bias and your discrimination was put into the government itself and inflicted on black people.
yeah,
So
but
the government, George Washington, not George Washington, what's the motherfucker? Sam. What's the motherfucker that's supposed to be America? Sam, America. What's the motherfucker? Uncle Sam
is a figure.
He's the fucking asshole
no,
that owe us.
no.
It's real simple.
He's the real Uncle Sam.
He's the government.
I think you mixing both of them up. Now, I believe
It is no real Uncle Sam.
I believe a person that the United States represents all of us equally. Supposed to represent all of us. Supposed to represent
Government?
No. Stop. The United States.
What is that? What is that?
No, listen to me. Let me talk. Supposed to represent us all equally. That's what it's supposed to represent.
Mhm.
But the government, which is an entity of which we are too, and everything else
Mhm.
of the United States, is what implemented it.
Hmm.
Okay. Yes.
No.
United States-
You gotta realize that people gonna die.
Yeah.
The government is the government. It's gonna be the same laws for my son, your son. When we die, all these laws, the government is it. Now,
But
if the
laws
government
change.
today is still saying we were 3/5 of a person,
But the
that's
government,
what we have to live
That
under.
was laws.
But
Right or wrong?
the government is
It's still the government.
not. But listen, the government is not the United States.
Still under the name of America.
We put them people.
America made black people 1/5 of a person.
Yes, but we put them people.
America did that. Not the people, because they died.
No, the government did that.
Okay,
Exactly.
Who changes the law? The people.
But they died. That law still
And
stays
more
there.
No,
The-
because the same people elected
what do you
officials.
mean?
How many laws been changed? You didn't
Like
have
what?
laws been changed.
The people that was dying, the people they was feeding them that same belief. So that same belief kept going in the government
Uh-huh.
until people got fed up. But as people
It's the government, though.
also,
It's the entity that inflict the pain on. They hung us in the middle of the street.
The United States is what I'm saying. 'Cause
The
United
government sanctioned hanging black people in the middle of the Capitol, bruh.
that's the government.
The government. That's
What you
America.
said it was the government is a sanctioning body that represented the
A
people.
government is
Who
America.
Who votes the people into the government? The people.
So
The government's
The
there.
people vote
That's the United
into
States.
the government.
it doesn't matter. The government inflicted pain on our culture.
Okay, that's
From
what the people
hanging
wanted at
to
the time.
separating us, the laws did that. Government, America did that.
No,
America itself did that,
Oh shit!
I can say the government did that. I can't say
which is America.
I can't say that.
What is the government?
The people.
Because some people in the
Would you
north,
rather get locked up? Is your ass against who? The government. So you ain't the fucking government.
Who's
What the fuck are you talking about?
the government in the United States is different.
You ain't it. The government is the government, bro, because people die and move on.
Yeah,
The government is the government itself. It stays the same forever.
It looks like that's
200 years.
No, it doesn't. stay
200
the
years,
same.
the government been the same, bro.
No, it
The
hasn't.
president been the same.
No, it hasn't.
The Congress been the same.
No, it hasn't.
This shit has been the same.
Put it like this.
Not the same people though, because we die.
Look, if the government was the same, and it was a government, the government is nothing but the people you send to wherever to represent you. The government is nothing but a representative of the people.
Exactly. So the government is the tool.
Okay.
So if that tool is telling you one physical person,
that's what the
that's the tool you blame. You can't blame the person because that person dead. It's the government's fault.
If the
you said it's the government, it is the government, but it's not the United
States. Motherfucker voted for him. You got to blame
because we vote the elected officials in, not the United States.
It doesn't matter who you vote in. The government's still there, whether you vote nobody. And right now, if we don't vote a president in, the government's still there. The government still got rules and laws and still gonna roll until we put a best president in there.
The government.
The government told your ass you was 1/5 of a person.
Yeah,
the government told you don't drink out of that white motherfucker. Water fountain, motherfucker. I'm gonna shoot you with this.
Okay, then let me tell you.
The government told you that.
So the government told the United States that this. See, that's the difference.
What?
The government is a different entity from the United States, Rabbit.
What? How you separating these people?
Because the United States doesn't elect the people. That doesn't elect the governors. We elect the governors. So if we put governors in there that's going to put bills in there that going to apply to the United States, then that's the people down here. I ain't saying that it doesn't adjoin to all the United States because the government made it, okay, we vote this, that everybody going to do this, and that. But we started off by putting people in that place to say, okay, we believe in your ideas, you believe in our ideas, then yeah, boom, boom, boom. Go ahead and make it a law for the whole United States. So the United States.
And when you make it a law, that's the government now.
But it's not the whole United States. It's not the United States. Not everybody, because even though they pass a law, not everybody agree on that law.
It doesn't matter. It's the government. The government is the government. Everybody probably didn't agree on black people was 1/5 of a person. They didn't give a fuck. The government made the call. The government is the government. The government is the United States. The government is the United States, bruh. What do you mean?
Aspect.
Isn't the United States? The people make up the United States.
Because we are the United States.
You say the people make up the United States, right?
Right? The United States. We are individuals as the people of the United States. You was born in
the United government States. Is the train of the United States. The government is the United States regardless. If it wasn't the government, would be like what a fucking these countries in Haiti or wherever the fuck where they at now. It's the government that makes the United States, bruh.
My thing is, no, because when I go to another country, I don't just say I'm from DC. They don't know what DC is. All they know is United States. Symbolization.
The government, though. I'm talking about
the symbolization of the people is the United States of America. But
no. You don't understand what I'm saying. The government is ran by people, right? The government is here regardless.
Part of the United States.
We could die tomorrow. The government's still here, right? The laws that you passed yesterday will still be here tomorrow. Whether you hear or not, the government is the government. The government is the United States, bro.
The United States is the people of the United States. I'm a
you
person.
You can't say that.
It is.
I have to say that. I was born in the United States. Where was you born at?
What they got to do with the government, though?
Because I'm telling you, because the government, it's a different part. Because we are the people of the United States. Okay, we elect officials to help run the government of the United States.
Exactly, and that government suppressed black people. That government was used as a tool from the people you talking about, and it suppressed the black people, hung them in the middle of the street. The government did. You're right. That's the United States. Who did it then? UK stopped. Somebody was still doing it. Who was it? It wasn't UK. It wasn't in Poland. It was something called USA. That the United States was still slaving niggas.
We're not saying that none of that didn't happen.
That government of the United States was still slaving niggas.
But still, they were still the people of the United States.
And not only slaving them, put it in that Constitution. That motherfucker not even a real person. He's not even a full person. The government done that to us.
I understand what you're saying. Yes, they did all of that. That's
They
why I'm
did
not
that to us.
none of that. I'm telling you, the United States and the government are two different things.
What?
The government,
Okay, that's what we just separate at.
yeah,
I don't know how you separate these two things.
because we are the people of the United States. I'm a person. I was born. When I go to another country, I don't say I'm DC. They don't know DC. They know the United States of America. They know America.
You only know you from America by what? Birth certificate.
I was born here. Everybody got.
That's come from what? Your social security card and all that come from what? The fucking government. And the government is the only way that you even known. So what are you talking about? The government is America. You can't say the people, because people don't exist unless America say they exist. The government tell you exist.
No, the government don't exist if there's no people.
The government tell you exist.
The government don't exist if there's no people.
What do you mean?
If there's no people on
the government is telling you exist by birth certificates and social security cards. If we ain't need those, it shouldn't be no government then.
My thing is this.
So you don't matter no more unless you have these certificates, bruh. So you can't say you are America because you don't matter. The government told you need these things. The government. So that means you need a human being to come and get these things first to say they American. So the government is already a guardrail. You can't tell me people are America when there's a guardrail between America and people.
No, once you the land you born, no, it's not because if you were born in Africa, you born in Africa. So when you go travel outside of Africa, and say where you born at, they're gonna say you was born in Africa. If they don't have social security card, they don't have none of that. But when they travel outside that damn state, they're gonna say I'm from Africa.
You can say you're from Africa, but do the government recognize you as that? Because that means you're not. Now you can say you can go somewhere and say you're from America, but if you ain't got no birth certificate or no social security card, you're not.
So if you still
now you get it? That means the government got to sanction you a motherfucking American. You can't tell me you make America. You're American, but if the government don't say you American yet. My government got to tell you American.
Yeah, you was born, you American.
The government tell you that. Birth certificate and social security card. If you don't have those two things, you're not American.
No, it's not. That's to help you identify who you are for census bureau purposes.
Exactly. The government, right?
Okay.
Now you feel me?
That's to let people know how many people that's being born and stuff like that. But as I said, once you come out the womb in the United States, you are an American.
So if you run these other countries, what are you showing? You just saying you're American? They weren't supposed to believe you?
Everybody gotta have documentation.
Exactly. From where?
Where they born?
Where they born? America, right?
No, because everybody born in America. If I was born in Africa, I was born in Africa. I got a passport for me.
No, we're talking about America though.
Oh, let me talk about
if
everywhere.
you somewhere else and say you're American, you got to pull something out, right?
Where you were born. So when I fly from here,
you got to pull something out. You're not gonna say I'm American. You got to prove it, right? And the only way you can prove it is what?
Everywhere you go,
the government motherfucking documents. The governments tell you're American, bro.
Everywhere you go, you got to be born. That's where you're born at.
Huh?
Wherever you're born is where you're from.
Well, I'm talking about America. We talking about America. You got to be recognized in America as a fucking American first by the government. So my point is telling y'all is you can't tell me people is America when you're not even named America unless the government tell you that. That's my thing. So when we talk about reparations, the government inflicted wounds on us. You can say the people wrote the laws, cool, but the government did that. It was in the government name.
Who was the people? Who was the government?
The government.
Who was the governors?
United States.
No, the people were the governors.
Bruh, when you go to court, it's gonna be you. You're gonna have your name. It's gonna have your name against United States of America, not people.
Okay.
All right, you against them. All right, not people. United States of America.
That's when it's federal.
Two separate things. They gotta be separate. If you go in the court, your ass over here, and that says versus United States.
But it's
United States government, motherfucker.
Because that's the United States government. But still, I'm a United States individual. I understand what you're saying. I understand everything you're saying, but you're still missing the point that without people, there's no governors.
I get that. But people make up America.
We are the people.
People, you say are people of America. All right, we talking as far as black people and reparations though, right?
See, that's something different.
Now, you can realize I'm not a reparations person, but the argument, if you could say the government inflicting punishment on you, it's people that get settlements all day long with the government do shit, right or wrong, discriminate, all types of shit. You can't tell me a black culture can't get reparations from that same government that pays off a lot of people versus the United States that you hung and you call 1/5 of a person in the government. You put this in paper. Laws to say you drink out of this fountain, you can't come over here if you're black. This was in paper, in the laws, in books, in the government. You can't tell me a motherfucker ain't turn around and say, you owe me for that? You owe me for fucking my life up, my grandmother's life up, and her mother's life up?
I'm not saying that. That's basically because remember, this is where we get back to the War of 1812 in Oklahoma. When Oklahoma received their reparations, they received their land, they received everything. And guess what? They became prosperous. But the
It's
rest
funny
of
because they got this going on in UK right now where they about to give black people reparations.
yeah. And okay, but like I say, Oklahoma got their reparations. It's that the rest of the United States
ain't it?
get theirs.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That's just wild shit, bro. Like, I don't know.
Now,
I probably feel like I'm more falling into the reparation camp now.
And it's like right now, since
it was inflicted on us, bro. I understand what I'm saying government is not the people and government is not the United States, but government don't run unless a motherfucker walk in there and write some shit on paper. You know what I'm saying? Like
person. But the thing is like this, right now, the people of Oklahoma are still fighting. The survivors right now are still fighting for reparations because, like I said, they received their reparations. They ran their business. They became prosperous people. But when they came in and took everything away, and
you believe in reparations?
I believe in, man. I believe in everybody that was been mistreated, but should have something. But the thing is, it's hard for them to say.
That's why I'm a person that I'm not really with the reparations, but I can get it. I understand.
Yeah.
Where you need to do that, right? But it's the distributing part is the problem where you reparations for a culture that suppressed the black culture, but you can be giving money to people that in that culture. Like it's mixed. It's so mixed up where you can give money to a black family for this reparations, but the grandmother white, the mother white. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so now you done gave the money to their precious. So it's just not that fucked up.
I don't think it's that.
You see what I'm saying? Where you sending money, where you sending it to now?
That.
Where everybody is just, do you send it to a black family that has a white mother? Now you see what I'm saying? Or a Hispanic mother that's mixed, people that's mixed now? How you do this? Do you give it to people that was black all the way to the 1990 and then the mother was white? You feel me now? Yeah, it's just so hard. Like, where you do this at?
I just believe that's why I just think I don't believe in. I think if they can give us a boost in some type of way, we could just all come up with a way for a boost, maybe something. But I believe that the people of Oklahoma should get their reparations to this day. Because,
so you don't think black people in general as a culture should get reparations?
Because I don't think what it's going to do. What's going to help? We need to think of something else. Because
it's hard for me to. That's why I say it's hard because I do agree with recognizing and the government doing something for a culture that they suppressed and enslaved, bro.
I don't think money would be the thing.
You really?
So more problem.
What would you think then? What would they fucking do for us?
I just think something like give us our own Wall Street back. You know, something like that, something that we can build off of for our own generational wealth and still help the economy's wealth at the same time. That's what people in Oklahoma did. When they got their reparations, they built their own stuff. You know, when they put their own stuff, and then they came
white people take over their bank in 2 years, man. Like that would be something that'd be a waste of time.
It's not gonna be a waste of time.
Wall Street be taken over by white people quickly.
I don't think so. Because we got CEO Blake.
Like you won't even be able to last. Like, come on, most of the white people, that billionaires, to probably just buy motherfuckers out, man. That's
That's what I was saying.
It's
Basically,
gotta be
land.
something that you can like. If we was to sit down and think, like me personally, I don't believe in reparations because it's just too tangled up, right? But if we was to think of a way to do this, it's really no way to do that.
Give us our back. Give us our own Wall Street, where we can put our own
That shit
money.
ain't gonna last.
It will last.
Now, land
Because guess what? I'm gonna tell you why it will last.
will be
Because
tough.
everybody gonna want to put. We not saying it's our Wall Street. It's our numbers. It's our whatever.
I get that. I know that. But in the end, Jews, white people, they gonna run that Wall Street shit.
They
Eventually they gonna take over that. We need something that's gonna be completely like it can't be moved. And like land, you know what I'm saying? Like we need like the government have to make some drastic, like to say this is the makeup for what we did for the black culture, black people in America, right? And it gotta be something huge, right? Like, and like I agree with you, it can't be money. Like money, I don't know about that. Or money set aside in the government for all black kids to go to college free.
yeah. I mean, that's gonna be
Something like
beneficial.
that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you graduate as a black person, if a black kid graduated with 3.0, they automatically go to college 2 years free.
2.5.
You see what I'm saying? Like, acknowledge some things and just say, okay, this is our way of giving back for doing what we did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see reparations as money to me. Like, but I do see the government have to make up for the fuckery they did.
Only people that believe that should get money is the people that I may think I'm crazy for this is the Oklahoma people. People that still alive. These people still alive, 100 and some years old, still fighting for reparations because they was given the reparation. They was living their life. They was minding their own business, and then y'all came in this bomb and took everything from them.
Sure.
We never had nothing from the beginning. So it's like reparation giving us money won't help us because that's what something that we had at the beginning. These people in Oklahoma had everything. They had their life. They had everything.
I get that.
Yeah, and that's all they want is that
It's just
reparation.
like when people say reparations, it's just that's a tough, deep topic. Like it ain't that simple. Oh, I'm black, man. Y'all owe me for slaving. That's cool, but over a few decades, things been mixed up. We got a lot of people mixed up now. It's like we don't know where you can send this money to no more. Whatever the fuck we
about
do.
longer than decades, because remember the slave owners was having sex with the
Yeah, it's just so that's what I mean. It's like that's why I say if your birth certificate say black, Negro, or colored, you know what I'm saying, you got access to A, Y, and B. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. Like you got access to 2 years of free college. You got access to banking to start a business. You know what I'm saying? You got access to something. You know what I'm saying? Like not just no money.
Unless they do this, like some people, I believe that I think Tasha and I think somebody was telling me that our family had land in Navy Yard before. That's what that's where all our people was from, the Navy Yard area. That was all bailers, shorters, and stuff like that down there. So before they ripped everything out, I was told that we really had that stake in the Navy Yard land. And then, but I don't know what happened to it. So if I believe people that used to have stake in the land that the white people came and took, I think they should be awarded money because the land has prospered and gained, so much financial wealth for a lot of people. Then yeah, those people should get money because you took my land and then you made this, and then this is what you have benefited and profit of. But so far, there's reparations for everybody, money for everybody in the world. I mean, everybody, I don't think. But if you took somebody's land, I believe you got to pay them because that's generational wealth that they have lost all their life.
You know what? We're gonna get back on this reparation shit because UK is actually doing something for black people. They ain't doing it as drastic as America did it. You know what I'm saying? It's like America to this day is discriminating this shit. So,
that's why I say reparation is gonna be hard because until everybody's actually just recently. The airman who got shot, the black air kid that got shot in his own home. Man, he in his own home. You shooting somebody in his own home when he's legally able to carry a gun.
Yeah, Tuesday we won't get into that. It's a little deeper. Where anybody know what you're talking about? Where a man come to his door, the police shoot him when he opened the door because he had a gun, but he's legal owner and he was in his own fucking house. They never said that
he was a service member.
And make it so bad. This happened before with I forgot her name. God damn. When she got shot when her husband. The same thing is like you tell us it's okay to have a gun, but as soon as the police officer see you, your black ass with a gun, he gonna kill you.
Yeah,
he literally gonna kill you, bro.
Without even thinking twice. All they gonna say is my life is in jeopardy. I felt my life in jeopardy, but
they literally gonna just shoot you.
A white man on heroin got a knife running, chasing you, and you running behind, and you running from him.
Exactly.
You running from the guy with the knife, and you running from him. But if a black kid got that knife in a car, a black kid got a knife in a car, and you shoot him dead because your life felt threatened. But a white man can chase you around with her off of heroin and chase the police officer around and nothing happened.
Yeah, when Breonna Taylor, exactly. When main man killed, they kill her. It comes down. They never say they're police officers, right? But they banging on the door, 2 in the morning. Like, who else gonna be like? What the fuck? Exactly. So you come down, you got your little joint on the side. So you trying to say, what's up? Who's this? That was usually do. What the fuck going on? And they just kick the shit open. Like, what the fuck? And start shooting. Like, bruh. That's why I say it's real tough for a black man. And like, wait, we go. I'm gonna cut this joint real short. Cause man, I start going into shit, bro. I need no one soul brother here, you know what I'm saying? But I just start going into shit like, bro, this shit is so fucked up, bro. Like that Breonna Taylor shit was so fucked up. Main man, you just talk about that shit fucked up. Once everybody started hearing about that story, it's fucked up. Another story we missed tonight we was gonna get into is motherfucking lady getting locked up for voting and shit. So it's so much shit up, and they still trying to lock her up. Man, I don't know, man. It's just so much wild shit, bro. But catch it each and every Tuesday night where we go live, where we go into deep details and way more than right now. Which is just like Friday nights, we just freestyle. We come on this joint. If you want to come on this podcast on Friday nights, you can come on anytime you want. You know what I'm saying, dog? MAGAs, Republicans, anybody disagree with us. If you agree, you know what I'm saying? You can come on the podcast each and every Friday night when we come on. We just freestyle, you know what I'm saying? But Tuesday nights we'll be back for show. Back to where you know what I'm saying? Appreciate my brother for coming on joint, you know what I'm saying? Godfather for stepping through the podcast, you know what I'm saying? Expressing his thoughts. A vet. Everybody don't know he was in Iraq war itself, you know what I'm saying, dog? But so I like to get that point of view for sure when we start talking about Gaza and all that nonsense, because I don't know nothing about that shit. To me, it's just like, what the fuck they doing over? They keep killing each other. Like, fuck wrong with you? Y'all acting real stupid or whatever. But yeah, we'll be back Tuesday night for sure, man. I appreciate you, Lizzie Press, for tuning in to us, man. We appreciate you a whole lot for being a hoodie for sure. You know what I'm saying, dog? Appreciate everybody else that be tuning in. Like, subscribe, man. We're gonna come back. We supposed to have a MAGA man on this joint tonight, but he didn't come. So I don't know if they being scared. I don't know what they doing, man. We want to combat. So if you're black MAGA out there, you watching tonight, tune in to us each and every Tuesday night. And Friday nights, you can come on and talk to us and combat whatever you don't like or disagree with. I've been called a lefty, whatever that is. I'm going to be that. If your MAGAs don't like that, whatever lefties is, then I'm that. You know what I'm saying? Come on this joint and talk your shit. You know what I'm saying, dog? But we just want the information out for the black culture. That's why this podcast is here. And we coming from the hood point of view, but we don't know shit, bro. We learn as we going to. You know what I'm saying, dog? You know what I'm saying, dog? Y'all something to say before we get out here, Shorty?
Yes, this month, of course, is Guns Down Awareness Month. So there's a lot of activities going on this month out in the DMV area. Please come out to Franklin Park on June 7th. You'll have TCB band out there. They're gonna do we'll have some games and things out there for the youth for Guns Down. And then we have some other activities coming up for Guns Down, probably at Skyland. Hopefully I got a good collaboration coming up very soon for a Guns Down event. So please check out the Franklin Park one on June 7th. And please, Guns Down, everybody. Just go into the summer safe.
Definitely Guns Down, DC, Maryland, around the world for sure. But it's only America that got this gun problem, motherfucker. They the only idiots, bro. I tell you.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? You know. We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers. None of that.